Last night, there was a very unfortunate circumstance that took place at MetLife Stadium where quarterback Aaron Rodgers, franchise superstar, four-time NFL MVP, one-time Super Bowl champion quarterback Aaron Rodgers, suffered an ankle injury. He was then carted off the field. He didn't look too pleased. We thought this was his calf, a calf strain like he's had in the past and stuff like that. Thought he was going to be all right until after the game. Then we started hearing more news that he's going in for x-rays, he's going in for MRIs, and Robert Saleh says, well, we fear that he may have torn his Achilles, which at 39 years old, 40 years old, is not good. So this morning he went in for additional medical attention, and, well, it got confirmed, all right, per Ian Rappaport. Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers does, in fact, have a torn Achilles. The MRI has confirmed he's out for the rest of the season after just 4 snaps. So we already know that the Jets traded for Aaron Rodgers, and in order to do so, they had to give up a package and stuff like that, where in one of the pieces in the trade, it said that if Aaron Rodgers plays 75% of the snaps this season, the Green Bay Packers would get a first-round pick. Since he only played 75 seconds, 75 seconds total this season, in 4 snaps, the Green Bay Packers now only get a second-round pick. Now, going forward, what's going to happen at quarterback? What does the situation look like for the New York Jets? Well, Ian Rappaport kind of touched on what Robert Saleh said. So the Jets coach, Robert Saleh, said, we know it's torn. That's been confirmed. Will they add another quarterback, he was asked. He said, I want to make it very clear, okay? Zach's our quarterback. We have a lot of faith in Zach. We're rolling with Zach and excited for him. They will add another quarterback down the line, though. There are already some rumors swirling around that they might go sign Case Keenum out of that Houston Texans organization, who I believe is their emergency quarterback 3, right behind Davis Mills and C.J. Stroud. There's another rumor that it's a rumor. I don't think it's going to happen. Joe Flacco could end up coming back to the Jets as a veteran to help Zach Wilson again. But at this point in time, there's really nothing that they can do but kind of buy into what Zach's doing, okay? And Zach didn't look good last night, okay? You guys can say he looked good and stuff like that, but plain and simple, that Jets defense won that game, okay? Josh Allen won that game for the New York Jets. So, they might be rolling with Zach Wilson, but he's not going to win him many games. He's not going to win him as many games as what Aaron Rodgers could have won him this season, and it's very unfortunate. So, what's next for Aaron Rodgers? 39 years old, maybe 40. He's around that age. Torn Achilles. We already know how hard it is to come back from a torn Achilles, especially at that age. Richard Sherman, I believe, had the same scenario where he tore his Achilles late in his career, tried to come back for a year, and he didn't look the same. He wasn't the same explosive Richard Sherman that we're used to. Does Aaron Rodgers decide to hang it up? That's a very real possibility. That is the reality that we have to look at right now. He went into this offseason, you guys already heard it in the Pat McAfee show, 90% retiring, 10% playing. Already. Okay, he's been contemplating retirement for quite some time. But does he go out like this? 4 snaps, 75 seconds, in a city, in an organization that had high hopes for what this team is going to do this year. Those hopes are crushed. Those hopes are destroyed. Okay, they might have a decent year. They might make the playoffs, but they're not going to go to a Super Bowl. Okay, and I think all Jets fans have to look at that. You're just not going to go to a Super Bowl. And I can say the same thing about my Minnesota Vikings unless we get our offensive line fixed. But that quarterback issue, that offensive line, I mean, the Jets have a lot of issues. So what does Aaron Rodgers decide to do next? He signed a 2-year deal with the Jets, so he still has another season left under his belt. But if Zach Wilson all of a sudden balls out, there's no more room for Aaron Rodgers, and he could just retire. For me, if I was Aaron Rodgers, I look at what I've done and say, you know what? It's been a good season. It's been a good career. But I got to run it back. I have to run it back. And 4 snaps. But if he doesn't feel like himself, I would understand if he retired. And I honestly think there's a higher possibility of Rodgers retiring than playing next season. Just because of that injury, he's already dealt with a lot. It would suck for the New York Jets fans, especially giving away those trade assets to the Green Bay Packers. But he's older. Okay, he's already contemplated retirement before. I don't see Rodgers coming back next season. But again, it's Rodgers. You never know what he's going to do until he lets you know. All these media outlets, all these media experts are going to say, oh yeah, he's retired, or oh yeah, he's coming back. But you don't know until Rodgers says so. So we're going to kind of look through this whole season or go through this whole season with an open mind, maybe hoping that Rodgers comes back next season and gives the Jets a little bit more spark. But what happens if he goes out there next season and does it again right away, right off the bat, then he's definitely going to retire. So he's got a lot on his plate. I'm not sure what he's going to do, but I'm leaning towards retirement. I think Rodgers is probably going to hang it up at the end of the season. I could be completely wrong, but you guys can let me know your thoughts in the comments. What does Aaron Rodgers do next? What's next for Aaron Rodgers? Let me know in the comments below. Drop a like and subscribe to the channel. It'd be much, much appreciated. Have a great rest of your night, folks, and you just got your fix with the Wicks.